So guys, the Chinese EV manufacturers have just released their November delivery numbers. There's some hidden numbers in there, there's some hidden gems, and there's some good insights into these companies. So I'm going to be delivering that to you in this video, so stick around. What's up YouTube, this is Sankey from Stockflix. Now before I talk about the Chinese EV manufacturers delivery numbers and what this means for the companies going forward, do check out my link down below, that's Trading 212. Go and grab yourself a free share of stock worth up to $100. Now I actually had someone who used the code and got a free share of stock of Nio, how cool is that? And if you watch my Nio 2021 prediction, that should double, so he's made some good money there. So guys, do check out that link down below, it helps support the channel. So guys, I've analyzed all the delivery numbers. There's some hidden gems in there. It's not quite what it looks like on the surface, so it's pretty interesting when you dig into the details. So I'm going to jump into the whiteboard and show you exactly what's going on. So guys, here we have the delivery numbers for Nio Xpeng and Li Auto. These are the delivery numbers for October, and these are just the recent delivery numbers that we just received for November. Now, before I start guys, if anyone has seen Li Auto, tell them Sankey from Stockflix is looking for them, because I can't find their November delivery numbers. So it could be a bad sign, could be a good sign, we don't know. So Nio did 5,291 deliveries in November, XPENG did 4,224, right? So for Nio, this is a 109% increase year on year, and for XPENG, this is a 342% increase. But guys, we shouldn't be focusing on the year-on-year increase because they've started from such a low base. This really is the first year that these guys are really getting started and the EV market is hotting up. So I don't think we should pay much attention to the year-on-year growth. Instead, we should be looking at the month-on-month growth because that reveals more about how these companies are performing. So XPENG, month-on-month, was 39%, guys, 39% month-on-month growth, because they've gone from 3,000 to over 4,000, whereas Nio's is only 5%. Only a 5% increase month-on-month, because they've gone from 5,000 just to 5,291. So if you guys watched one of my previous videos, where I spoke about how we should be anticipating their delivery numbers, I said that XPENG have control over their manufacturing. XPENG have their own facility. XPENG can do 100,000 vehicles per year, right? That's like 7,500 a month. So it's not surprise to see a big jump to 4,000 because they have the means, they have the capacity. Whereas Nio, on the other hand, they can only do about 5,000 a month, because their vehicles are manufactured by a third party called Jack Motors. So they have capacity issues, whereas XPENG, they don't. So in that video, I did say that XPENG and Li Auto might pull it out the bag. You might be surprised to see their deliveries go over 4,000, whereas I don't expect Nio's to go very much over 5,000 just because they do not have the means to. So guys, that's the first thing to note. XPENG had a fantastic month-on-month growth, and Nio's was a little bit more weaker, but that's to be expected. So guys, we can take this analysis even further, right? We can look at the breakdown of the different models and how they've performed within each company, because it reveals some really interesting insights into how these companies are performing and the general Chinese market. Right guys, so before I do that, just hit a like on this video. It really helps the channel out, helps the channel get promoted to a wider audience. We're growing nicely at Stockflix and the family's just getting bigger and bigger, so just smash that like button for me. So guys, up first we have Nio. So let's look at what happened with Nio's models, right? So their ES8 dropped 4% month on month. Their ES6 dropped 11% month on month, so that's a huge drop, right? And their EC6 actually had a rise of 72%. Bearing in mind we're coming from a lower base for that EC6 because it's a newer model. It was only released midway through this year. These cars, they've been on the line a bit longer. So guys, interesting results, right? Not what I thought. I did envisage they would have a jump in deliveries for each of their models, right? So it's particularly interesting to see an 11% drop. And it makes me ask a few questions, right? The first question it makes me ask is, do they have a production limit on some of these cars, right? You know, can they make a certain number of ES8s or ES6s? Or was there problems with the productions for the ES8 and ES6s, which is why the numbers were lower, right? But then it also makes me think they have got their sedan coming out. So is it a case that the Chinese market are waiting for the sedan because they feel it's a more popular car, more suited to them than these SUVs? So it really just makes me ask a few questions. And interesting to note, guys, their ES8 is a 6-seater car, their ES6 is a 7-seater car, and their EC6 is actually a 5-seater car. So it makes me think, are the Chinese in more demand of smaller cars, right? Maybe they don't want the larger ES6s. Maybe they want the sedan and the EC6, which are smaller cars. So it just raises a few questions and just gives food for thought, right? As we move into the last month of the quarter. And I'm going to move on to XPENG now, because I think it reveals some interesting things as well. And it might just back up a theory that the Chinese are actually in demand for smaller cars. And they maybe don't want the larger ES6 and the ES8, right? So let's jump over to XPENG and see what's going on. So guys, up on screen we have XPENG. Now XPENG only have two models, their P7 and their G3. The P7 is their sedan, their G3 is their 5-seater SUV. So month on month, the P7 rose 29%. That's fantastic, right? So they've gone from 2,100 to 2,700 vehicles delivered in November. The G3, 59%, guys. Again, coming from a smaller base of 936, but they've risen to 1,492 vehicles. Guys, XPENG's results are fantastic, right? And I really do think this is down to two factors. Well, three factors actually. The first is that they have control over their manufacturing. They can do 7,500 vehicles per month. They did 4,222, I believe, but they can do 7,500. They've still got so much capacity there and they can fulfill that demand. Guys, the second reason why I think they did well is because intra-month, if you remember, about midway through the month, they released a limited edition P7 with these butterfly doors. It almost looks like the BMW i8. So pretty nice, maybe got the market excited, brand awareness, whereas Nio was very quiet during the month. There wasn't anything said about their cars. And they introduced that they are designing their cars to go into production with the LiDAR technology, right? So just a nice boost, right? A nice PR boost for XPENG mid-month. So that could have added to the reason why they had very, very good sales. Guys, the third thing and the third reason is I think potentially the Chinese market are in more demand of smaller vehicles. So the P7 is smaller than an SUV and their G3 is a 5-seater. Now, XPENG's 5-seater, they had a 59% rise month on month, and Nio's, as we just saw, their 5-seater had close to 70% rise on the month, right? Whereas their bigger cars didn't. So if anyone's actually watching from China, because I know I have some Chinese audience, do drop a message down in the comments and let us know. Is that where the market in China is moving? Are they moving to smaller vehicles, right? Do you see less SUVs, more sedans, more 5-seaters driving around? So just drop a message down in the comment section and let us know. So guys, that's the beauty of YouTube. We're worldwide connected over here. We can get great insights from across the globe, right? So guys, anyone from China, do leave a message down below. It'd be greatly appreciated. So guys, really, really interesting insights from their November delivery numbers. So we know Nio have some work to do, right? They've actually said in the report that went out today that they're working hard on increasing the capacity for December to meet demand, right? So that's definitely something they need to do. They need to make a transition to getting their own factory. And us as investors, us as shareholders, we would love to see that because we know that Nio can do well over 5,000 vehicles per month and there is demand for it. So that's what Nio are going to work on. XPENG, fantastic, standout results. They just need to keep going, right? Keep going, and they should have a fantastic end of the year and a very, very good fourth quarter, right? Really, really good results from XPENG. I'm really happy about that. And I'm still waiting for a call from Li Auto to tell me what their November delivery numbers were. So guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. Please do hit a like on this video. It really, really helps the channel out. Just helps the channel get promoted to a much wider audience. We're growing nicely here at Stockflix. We're a fantastic family. So guys, do hit that subscribe button, become part of Stockflix, and leave a comment down below. What do you think of the November delivery numbers? And I want everyone to leave a comment down below telling me what you think the December delivery numbers are going to be, right? I'm going to leave my December delivery number forecast down below as well. So guys, thank you very much once again for watching. I've got plenty more videos coming for you. Stay tuned. Take care.